everyone. I am going to be walking through the week 2 individual assignment with you. And what I've done is I have gone out and pulled Seattle temperatures for the last 60 days. And the first thing that I want to do with my data as far as part 2 of the assignment goes is I want to actually sort the high temperatures. So I'm using Excel 2013, so this may be different if you have a different version of Excel, but you can probably figure out exactly where that's at. So I'm going over here to it's on the Home tab, to the Sort and Filter, and I'm going to sort largest to smallest. Okay, so now I have 89, 87. You see all of my high temperatures there, and it goes all the way down to 55 degrees. And I'm going to leave it sorted because this is actually going to make it simpler for me to be able to do a histogram. Now the next thing that I want to do is my highest high temperature is 89, my lowest high temperature is 55 that we saw at the bottom of this list. Right there, 55. So the difference between 89 and 55 is actually 35 degrees. That's a nice number. I can either divide by 7 and get 5-degree buckets, or I can divide by 5 and get 7-degree buckets. So what I want to do is I want to have, I think, a few number of categories here. So I'm going to divide by 5. I want 5 categories. So each category will be a range of 7 degrees. All right, so here's how this works. My first category is going to be 55 degrees to 61 degrees, okay? So 55 to 61, that's actually 7 degrees, okay? And then my next category is going to be 62 to 68. My third category will be 69 to 75. My fourth category will be 76 to 82. And then my last category will be 83 to 89. Okay, so how I got at that was my highest high temperature was 89, my lowest high temperature was 55. The difference is 35. I want 5 categories. So each of these categories has to represent 7 degrees because 5 times 7 is 35. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to come over here and highlight the column D. I'm going to right click with my mouse. I'm going to insert a column. And I'm going to call this category. All right, so 83 to 89 is all the way there. Okay, so I only have 4 different temperatures that are in that range. And then 76 to 82 is right there. 69 to 75 is there, and 62 to 68 and then my last category of 55 to 61. Right there. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to highlight column E. I'm going to insert another column. I'm going to call this one count. And I'm just going to put the number 1 here. And I'll show you why in just a sec. Okay. Now, what I can do is go back over to the Sort and Filter, and I can actually filter. And I want to filter on these categories. So 55 to 61, how many do I have? Okay, so the count is 15. I'm going to undo my sorting there, and I have 15 temperatures that fall into that category. 62 to 68, I have 21. 21 goes into there. Okay. 69 to 75. I have 8. 8 temperatures. Then 76 to 82, 12. And then my last one, which I had already seen that before, so at the very top there anyway, there are 4 in that category. Okay, now all of these should add up to 60 days or 60 temperatures. So when I highlight those down here, the sum of that is 60. So I know I have captured all of my data points in here. Now, what I want to do, and I'm going to call this category because this is a summary of my information here. All right, now here's what I do. I'm going to highlight all of this, and I'm going to go over and insert a bar chart. I like that one. Okay, so here is my histogram. Histograms are the same as bar charts. And so now I have my 55 to 61 degrees. I have 15 data points from 62 to 68. I have 21 data points, 69 to 75. So you can see that this graph looks exactly like this data. It's just now it's in a pretty lovely histogrammed format. Okay, so that is what part 2 is all about, is getting it into this graph. So that is part 2 of the week 2 individual assignment. And here shortly, I will bring you part 3. Thanks much. Talk to you soon.